Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so you friends see it. Thank you.
Libs are mad at Hallmark because its Christmas movies are full of white heterosexuals. It's unbearable how liberals want to transform every corner of America into their crazy, morality-free vision of what they think America should be. In a recent, absurd example of this, multiple liberal commentators have been complaining that Hallmark's Christmas movies are too Caucasian and aren't gay enough. For starters, left-wing site Salon put out an article whose title pretty much says everything and gives anyone with any sanity a pass from having to read further. It says a super white Christmas, the Hallmark Channel gives us TV's most homogeneous view of the holiday. Hallmark's white Christmas tales have hooked holiday viewers while leaving minority actors out in the cold. Not to be outdone, progressive outlet Slate got in on the action, writing, after watching a few of Hallmark's countdown to Christmas films, the network's burgeoning red state appeal comes into focus. As much as these movies offer giddy, predictable escapes from Trumpian chaos, they all depict a fantasy world in which America has been made great again. They went on, they're centered on beauty pageant heroines and strong-jawed heroes with white nationalist haircuts. There are occasional sightings of Christmas sweater-wearing black people, but they exist only to cheer on the dreams of the white leads, and everyone on Trump's naughty list, Muslims, gay people, feminists, has never crossed the snow-capped green screen mountains to taint these quaint Christmas villages. Santa just is white seems to be etched into every Hallmark movie's town seal. However, Hallmark clearly is having the last laugh, as they are incredibly popular. Detailed Business Insider, in 2016, Hallmark movies attracted over 2 million live viewers, though by November and December those numbers spiked to 4 million, according to Nielsen. Do you think it's dumb that liberals are attacking Hallmark Christmas movies? Morning Joe just that Obamacare has been extraordinarily popular, he got ripped apart. Former Republican Congressman Joe Scarborough has lost all traces of having been a Republican ever since he began having a relationship with his liberal Morning Joe co-host Mika Brzezinski. Joe recently proved just how delusional and biased he has become by claiming that widely disparaged Obamacare is extraordinarily popular. Said Scarborough on Morning Joe, even though the enrollment period has been cut in half, and even though the White House and the federal government run by Donald Trump and the Republicans in Congress have done everything to stop Obamacare, everything possible to destroy Obamacare, enrollment is almost as high as I believe last year. He went on, it's been extraordinarily popular, despite the fact that the federal government, Donald Trump, Republicans in the House, Republicans in the Senate are doing everything in their power to stop people from enrolling. Well, they're doing it. And they're doing it in pretty damn high numbers. Joe's comments did not sit well with regular Americans, who pushed back forcefully. Wrote one internet commenter, Joe, or Bible as I like to call him, couldn't tell the truth if it bit him in the ass. I'm still waiting for the truth about that intern that mysteriously died in his office and he resigned like a sneaky snake a couple months after that. I figure in another 10 years or so they'll be making movies about Joe and his intern and Chandra Levy enter congressmen. Pervs and douchebags. Do you think Scarborough has become delusional? Marsha Blackburn just named the dad Americans will get money from the tax bill. Democrats trying to oppose Republican President Donald Trump on principle for everything he has been doing have been spreading misleading statements about the new tax cuts bill. They have been saying, for example, that this is just a tax cut for millionaires. However, Republican Representative Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee shot back at liberals and said when regular American people will have proof that this bill is helping them. Stated Blackburn on Fox News. When people start opening their paycheck and look at what is in that paycheck come February 1st, Then they are going to say, alright, I get it. It really did happen. Rep. Blackburn expressed her gratitude to her constituents in Tennessee who supported her and other Republicans in passing this legislation. She commented, "What my constituents tell me is they want more money in their paycheck. They want less regulation. They want the Affordable Care Act gone, so we're going to continue to say we've done it." Marsha continued about the tax cuts bill, "The proof will be in those paychecks. People will see it for themselves, and that's what thousands of Tennesseans are wanting to see. We have Tennesseans that want to see the Affordable Care mandate repealed. We've done that. That's now gone. That is going to be relief. And movements by Congress that are going to give individuals more freedom, more of their paycheck, less regulation. That's what they want. Are you looking forward to February 1st? Breaking: Jeff Sessions just ordered an investigation into Obama. Liberals and establishment Republicans managed to start an investigation into President Donald Trump, and it has still been sputtering along. This has caused many to wonder, then, why no investigations just like this have been carried out against former President Barack Obama and failed Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton for their wrongdoing. Thankfully, U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions just announced that he will be opening up an investigation against Obama for how he jettisoned prosecuting Hezbollah terrorists in the Middle East as part of his illicit nuclear deal with our enemy nation Iran. Stated Sessions about his new investigation, operations designed to investigate and prosecute terrorist organizations that are also fueling that drug crisis must be paramount in this administration. He went on, "While I am hopeful that there were no barriers constructed by the last administration to allowing DA agents to fully bring all appropriate cases under Project Cassandra, this is a significant issue for the protection of Americans. We will review these matters and give full support to investigations of violent drug trafficking organizations." Republican Senator Ben Sasse of Nebraska shared this news, saying, "I'm encouraged that the Justice Department recognizes that this is important, and I hope that they will swiftly provide answers. Terrorists don't get a pass to exploit drug addiction here at home and use American dollars to fund their global violence. Are you happy Sessions is investigating Obama?" Media outlets attack Christmas movie classics because they brim with white heterosexuals. Liberals are doing everything they can to attack Christmas. It used to be about wanting religion out of the public. Now, everything is racist. According to liberals, dreaming of a white Christmas doesn't mean a snowy Christmas, but instead a Christmas with only white people. Now the liberal website Salon went after Hallmark's selection of Christmas movies for having too many white people. After watching a few of Hallmark's countdown to Christmas films, the network's burgeoning red state appeal comes into focus. As much as these movies offer giddy, predictable escapes from Trumpian chaos, they all depict a fantasy world in which America has been made great again, writes Salon. Real and fictional heartland small towns with names such as Evergreen and Cookie Jar are as thriving as their own small businesses, and even a high school art teacher, played by Trump supporter and the face of Hallmark, Candace Cameron Bure, can afford a lavishly renovated colonial home. They brim with white heterosexuals who exclusively, emphatically, and endlessly bellow Merry Christmas to every lumberjack and labradoodle they pass, writes Salon. They're centered on beauty pageant heroines and strong-jawed heroes with white nationalist haircuts, they wrote. Seriously. White nationalist haircuts. There are occasional sightings of Christmas sweater-wearing black people, but they exist only to cheer on the dreams of the white leads, and everyone on Trump's naughty list, Muslims, gay people, feminists, has never crossed the snow-capped green screen mountains to taint these quaint Christmas villages. Santa just is white seems to be etched into every Hallmark movie's town seal, writes Salon. GOP Representative Gaetz exposes the email evidence he received that FBI helped Hillary out of investigation. Republican Representative Matt Gaetz called out the FBI's Andrew McCabe for helping Hillary Clinton through her investigation. The Judiciary Committee is engaged in an investigation, particularly as it relates to the handling of the Hillary Clinton email scandal and any potential investigations of the Clinton Foundation and the handling of bribes or other types of improper payments, Gaetz said. I can certainly say that my impression after these interviews is that there was extreme pro-Hillary Clinton bias that benefited her in this investigation and that she received special treatment as a consequence of her candidacy for president. That shouldn't happen. The law should apply equally to all Americans whether they're political candidates or not. And so, we need to institute reforms through the Judiciary Committee for more oversight, for more transparency so that this never happens again, said Gaetz. Our view is we need to find out if whether or not the procedures were departed from. And we have email evidence from Andrew McCabe indicating that Hillary Clinton was going to get an HQ special, a headquarters special. That meant that the normal processes of the Washington field office weren't followed and he had a special, he said. And he had a very small group of people that had a pro-Hillary Clinton bias who had a direct role in changing that investigation from one that likely should have been criminal to one where she was able to walk. And so I think that we've got to ensure that that never happens again, that the same processes that would apply to any American would also apply to people who were running for President of the United States, he said. Lib Joy Reid says Trump has a white supremacist attitude and is unembarrassed about it. Democrats claim to be the political party that is open-minded and not stuck in a certain way of thinking. However, Democrats are proving to be the party of no during the presidency of Republican Donald Trump. It is abundantly clear that liberals, after suffering the defeat of their establishment favorite Hillary Clinton, never gave outsider Donald Trump a chance. Instead of attempting to find common ground with our president, they have instead slandered him as being a racist, and worse. A recent example of this came when hyperliberal MSNBC host Joy Reid went on an unhinged rant about the president's supposed bigotry. Said Joy on Deadline, the White House, I think Charlottesville crystallized what the core complaint about Donald Trump has been really throughout his public life, which is that he brings forward blatantly bigoted views and that he has a soft spot for people like those tiki torch marchers, that he does see some redeeming quality in white nationalism and that, you know, to Ta-Nehisi Coates' point, he's the first white president. She went on, he ran on white nationalism and he's sort of unabashedly white nationalist in his sensibility, in the fact that that's where he still stands even now, is sort of shocking for American presidents. Reid concluded, idiotically, I think not since Woodrow Wilson have we had a president that had that embrace of that kind of white supremacist attitude, just unembarrassed about it. Do you think closed-minded Joy Reid is the real bigot?